I'm back with the alphabet, and today is alphabet F. And I have a big freaking zit right here. Look at the size of that monster. It's massive and it hurts. So let's get the hair up. When we reach the alphabet that I can find everything, it will be a miracle. Okay, so let's start. I have a bit of, do I have moisturizer on my face? Face feels kind of dry, so let's put a little bit of moisturizer. I am using something obviously that doesn't start with F, but maybe it says here, facial moisturizer. It is the Drunk Elephant polypeptide, Protini polypeptide cream. So I'll put a little bit of that because my face is a little dry. For foundation, I am using the Future Skin oil-free gel foundation from Chantecaille, and my color is in Alabaster. Used this in one of my videos before, and I actually really like this foundation. It is lightweight, it is not full coverage. I believe it says it's full coverage, you see? Adjustable coverage from medium to full. Honestly, no, it just gets like a, I would say light medium coverage, but the finish is amazing. So I'm gonna take a little bit. The main thing that I don't like about it is that it's in a tub packaging, which actually I find it quite unhygienic. So anyway, we'll just take a little bit off the top, and maybe I'll take a little bit off first. So it's a beautiful, beautiful finish, but because it's not full coverage, that zit is not gonna be covered, which is okay. I don't have a concealer starting with F, which is fine. If you like a light coverage foundation that feels just like skin, this is a really nice one. So I'm gonna add a little bit more and layer up. You know, it is phase 2 heightened alert in Singapore now. And because of that, I am not going out, but I want to put a little bit of makeup on my face just to feel better. And then when I have any Zoom calls that need to see my face, at least I look okay. If you have perfect skin, or you have like, you know, relatively good skin, this is gonna look amazing on. Now I can see, can you see the zit? I think I'm gonna have to zoom you in to that monster that's on. It's a monstrosity. Because of that, I am going to add a little bit of concealer, and I don't have anything with F, so I'm gonna go in with my NARS Cream Brulee Concealer, because this can give quite a bit of coverage. So hide that nastiness. It is huge and it is so painful. I'll put a little bit under my eye as well. Oh my gosh. So painful. Ouch. Powder, I have a little deluxe sample from Fenty Beauty. This is their Pro Filter Instant Retouch Up Setting Powder, and the color that I have is in Butter. So it's a little bit yellowish. I actually haven't even used this. Did I get it as a sample? Yeah, I got it while, I think I got it during some Sephora sale as a sample. So I'm gonna take off a little bit into the cap. And then, because it's so little, I'm gonna take and dust it on a brush and just set that foundation a little bit. Not much. Is it me? Is that a little bit of smell? There's a little bit of that vanilla-ish smell on that powder, which is okay. It goes away. Yeah, there's a little bit of that vanilla smell. Gonna do my eyebrows with the Dior Show. I don't have anything in F. Like, what a great start. By the way, I am reading The Green Mile now, and I'm about a third through. I was just so distracted, I couldn't really, you know, just go through the book. But I've read until just, you know, they're talking about Mr. Jingles, and Mr. Jingles is the pet mouse that was running around in the Block E cell. You know, that book it's pretty good. It's a little long because, you know, compared to the movie. And oh man, I really, really hate Percy Westmore. He's that little guy. If you haven't watched the movie, you gotta watch the movie. But he's this guy that's also in the prison that is really, really nasty and mean, and he actually gets a lot of pleasure out of being mean and hateful, and he actually likes to see people being tortured. He gets a cheap thrill, or he gets like this sadistic satisfaction out of it. I just hate him so much. So the book really pulls out his character, how he'll beat the prisoners and all, and it just, it irks me so much every time I read that portion about him. So anyway, let's put some eyeshadow. I am going in with the Tom Ford First Frost eyeshadow, and this was the Soleil collection. I bought it last year, actually in December, and I haven't used it, so it's actually a first time using. This is my first ever Tom Ford package, Tom Ford palette with this kind of white packaging. It is absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. Wow, look at that. I think you can still get this, but if you're getting it on Sephora, wait for the 20% off. That is beautiful. I love these kind of baked formula. I believe it's baked powder. Super gorgeous. So let me get a synthetic brush, because usually this kind of big products need a little bit more of this, needs a synthetic brush. This is one of my favorite brushes. This is the Real Techniques base shader brush. So I'm gonna go in with this pink as my base color. And I'm gonna put that all over my lid. Ooh, sparkly. So this Green Mile book that I'm reading, oh man, I love the movie so much. I remember, you know, John Coffey, the prisoner that was sentenced in, you know, all these prisoners in this Green Mile, they are, you know, they're on death row, so they're just waiting for their time to sit on the electrocution chair, and the story revolves around, you know, various characters, various prisoners. So I read I'm at the part where they're introducing the mouse that was running around the prison, and, you know, introducing the characters as Percy, there's a warden, there's Dean the warden, and then of course the main warden, which is Paul. So the story hasn't, I haven't read the part where the story talks about John Coffey, who is the main character, main prisoner character, that he actually has special powers. So if you watch the movie, you'll know that he has actually special powers, and he was actually convicted for the murder and rape of a pair of twins. But anyway, the story is a really good story. I remember crying so much in the movie, and yeah, they haven't introduced him in the book much yet. I think the next chapter that I'm going to read is about him, maybe his story, about his past. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. But now I'm reading about Percy Westmore. He's such an irritating, and like, oh, I hate him so much. So I'm kind of like speed reading that part. I'm gonna go in with, actually, you know what? These two browns, they look so similar, but one is a little bit more cool tone with more silver, and one is more like a true brown. But yeah, up close they kind of look similar, but on the eyes, I don't know if there's any much, like if there's a lot of difference. So I am going to put that on top of the lid. Wow, if you don't like shimmer or sparkly eyes, like you find that maybe it emphasizes lines and it might look a little bit too glitzy, then you will not like these palettes. I think the Soleil palettes, because they come out in winter time, it tends to be a little bit more glitzy, because, you know, going out, events, Christmas and all, so it tends to be more sparkly and just more glamorous. But I find that the shimmer is sophisticated. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? So I'm just cleaning off my brush a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in with the last shade, which is the darkest shade, with the same brush, and I'm gonna focus that on the outer corner to give myself a bit more depth. But I'm thinking that not really gonna see much of a differentiation between that two color. I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up because it's so sparkly. The outer corner is more deep, and you do have to pack it on quite a bit, but now you can see that, you know, I've got a bit of pink, I've got that, you know, shimmery silver brown, and then now at the outer corner is the darker frosty color. So it is really beautiful. This is actually a concealer brush, but I'm gonna use that because I'm gonna take a bit of this frosty white color, which, you know, it's sort of like a topper. And I'm gonna put that under my brow just to lift my brow. Wow, it's like ice white. It is absolutely beautiful. Put that a little bit in my inner corner as well. Wow, I love that. That is super. I don't know if you can see that sparkle and that shine at the side. Ooh, I love this. I'm so glad that I got it. I got it for the 20% discount that Sephora had. You know, Tom Ford eyeshadow palettes are so expensive, so it's probably one of the few palettes that I'm gonna buy from him. It's just so expensive, right? But anyway, they perform really, really well. So that is First Frost from Tom Ford Soleil collection. Alright, let me just do my eyeliner because as usual, I don't have any eyeliner. I used this in the recent Chanel eyeshadow palette, which I'll link up here if you haven't checked that out. Oh my gosh, I really like this new Le Beige eyeshadow palette. So easy to use. If you don't like too shimmery stuff, but you like a little bit, oh, that palette is beautiful. I love the green, I love the browns. I think you can get a lot of simple looks with that. Really intense eyeshadow, and if you don't like to mix your eyeshadows, you find blending a little bit of a pain. Each individual shadow is superb in quality. The eyeshadows are pigmented and you can be like, just use one color and you're done. So anyway, let me just line my eyes. And I'm gonna curl my eyelashes, put a random mascara on, and I'll be right back. And I'm back with the random mascara. Actually, I realized I can use this as F. Tom Ford. So I decided to pop back on the screen because yeah, I have a Tom Ford mascara, which is the Emotion Proof mascara. At least. Found a bronzer. I found a bronzer with an F element, and that's from Fenty Beauty. I have their Sun Stalker in the Sun. So Fenty Beauty F. And oh my gosh, I love this bronzer. And if you're fair skin, this is actually really nice to give yourself a bit of a bronze. There is a bit of that warmth, but it doesn't really come up because it's so light. So I'm gonna take my Tom Ford brush. I love this brush. You know, this is the version that is still natural hair. The Tom Ford brushes now, the bronzer ones, are actually synthetic, which is supposed to be cheaper, but they still charge a lot. And this is a premium brush. Anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. Alright, lovely. Blush, I'm going in with the Fresco blush from Laura Mercier. This is a beautiful blush. It is one of those brown blushes. Oh man, if you love nude pink blush, you'll love this. It does have shimmer, but the shimmers make this blush look absolutely stunning. Shimmers are silvery, so it gives that cool toneness in this blush. It's superb on the skin. So you actually don't need to go in with a highlighter, and I'm not going to go in a highlighter because it's very pigmented. Now I'm going to go in with my Sonia G Mini Cheek Brush. And this is a powder blush, so it's easy to blend, and you should go in a little bit at the time. Superb. Let me put it a little higher. And you know what? Even though when you look at it up front, you see a lot of shimmer, but on the skin, it doesn't really show up. Of course, if you come up really close to me like this, you can see like the bits of the silver shimmers, but they aren't actually visible if you're like this distance, you know, like, I don't know, like face distance. You can't really see it. It actually just looks, I don't know, it just looks so fresh. So don't have to worry, because when I bought this blush, I saw the glitter, I was like, oh my god, that's a lot of silver shimmer. But once I put it on my cheeks, I don't really see it. I have to come really close like this, then I see the silver shimmer, but it's so pretty. don't like to use bronzer, but you want a little bit of that bronziness, get these kinds of blush colors. They are nudie with a bit of peach and maybe leaning a little brown. They look like bronzer blushes. Superb! I love it. I have a lipstick starting with F. This is Flushed 132 from Chanel. They are Cocoa Flash lipsticks. Might not go with the whole look because the eyes are kind of cool tone-ish, smoky, and then we've got the blush doesn't really match as well because it's quite, you know, it is a bit more of the warm side. And then we've got this bright peachy lipstick. Oh my gosh, I think it might not go. Pinky peach lipstick, but let's just do it. The lipstick doesn't really go with the eyeshadow, but it's okay. It is starting with F, and you know, if I close my eyes, actually it goes really well with the Fresco blush because they have that peachiness in it and super hydrating. If you're looking for a lipstick with a hint of color and very hydrating from Chanel, oh my gosh, these Cocoa Flash lipsticks, I am really addicted with them. I have how many already? I think I have a few of them already. So anyway, if you enjoyed today's Get Ready With Me with the alphabet, this is alphabet F. I have, I guess, like 80% of everything. And yeah, if you liked it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell as well. And yeah, we will see you tomorrow with the alphabet G. I have like one palette that starts with G. I have to find for everything. But yes, I will see you in my next video. Everybody, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you then. Bye!